Zach, how are you, dude?
Doing good, man.
Oh,
wow, this is great. Hi, Oscar. So where are you?
I am currently at my house, which is also the Golden Girls house in Miami.
I could tell. It looked very familiar.
Yeah, so, Oscar, important question. Is that the Golden Girls house or the spinoff where they had the gay black butler?
No, they didn't have a gay black butler.
There was a spinoff where they opened a hotel.
Oh, you mean the Golden Palace?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Gay butler. Yes. I don't know if he was gay, though.
Every black butler in the 80s was effeminate, at least.
Wait. Was the butler from...
Don't make me nostalgic for Mr. Belvedere. I love that show.
I could be mistaken. It wasn't Cleavon Little, was it?
Oh, God, no. I don't know. It was.
No, you know what? I take it back. He was the gay butler in Once Bitten. I apologize.
No, who was it? It was the guy. This guy is really famous now. What's his name? Shoot.
Sorry, I hijacked your show with gay trivia.
Hijack
Zach,
away. I'm just getting
Zach, the reason I love you is because you know so much about gay butlers while having a Mick Foley poster in the background, and
that's a signed T-shirt.
Oh, amazing! I almost got kidnapped hitchhiking to fucking meet Mick Foley in the in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Every part of that sentence sounds real.
Hey guys, I'm going to introduce everybody. We're waiting on a couple people, but you know what? We're going to be on time here. And I want to welcome everybody to this is the 5th Never Have I Ever groupie Zoom. Oh, we got another person coming in. I hope this is who I invited and not a Zoom bomber. Oh, good. Okay, good it is. All right, first up, I met this gal this past January at the AVN Awards at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas. She, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you have your own production company in porn, right?
About me.
Yes, Miss Dee Siren. And if I bungle your intros, just go ahead and,
That is correct.
Okay, amazing. Glad to have you here. Oh, and then the rest are comedians. This next comedian gal, I've known her for years. She is a Westchester favorite. She performs all the time with the likes of Anthony Rodia, Goomba Johnny, and other famous Italians. Tara Cannistraci, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Oh, now these people are rolling in. Look at them all. All right. And then he is one of the hosts of the Real Ass podcast. He is a force of nature on the Gas Digital Network, Mr. Zac Amico. He also hosts the Midnight Spooktacular Spook Show.
Midnight Spook Show. But thank you very much for having me, Chrissie. I love you, honey.
Love you too. And then we have, oh my God, what can I say about, we used to host comedy at Stonewall together, which I miss those shows so much. He is our token gay for the evening. He is one of my all-time favorite people and favorite comedians, Mr. Oscar Aydin.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Oh
the last time I performed was at like a Whole Foods 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy.
That's
HOLE.
Yeah, like a Whole Foods. That's where I'm getting booked now, is just like grocery stores. And I'm okay with it.
Good. And I like that you're coming to us live from what appears to be the Golden Girls living room.
Yes. So I've decided to take quarantine in a 1980s sitcom about 4 women who are secretly homosexuals.
I like it though, because in this coronavirus pandemic, I always check every 4 days to make sure Betty White is okay. So
yes,
I mean that's the true drive right there, is to keep her alive.
Awesome. And then we have a comic who we were supposed to have on the Wet Spot a few months back. There was some kind of scheduling snafu, but so happy to have him here today, Mr. Jamie Kilstein in the house.
That was so nice of you. By scheduling snafu, what you mean is, because I DM'd you today, it was either my cat died or my mom relapsed of alcoholism. Comedy.
Okay. Both exciting things. Well, glad you're here now. And then
Jamie, those sound like the worst things that have ever happened to your career.
Good times. We're all here now. And then we have this next gal. Oh my goodness. She's opened for me a bunch of times on the road. We were actually in LA together when the coronavirus pandemic fully broke out. And then I think she was stranded there for maybe a week or so after.
Only a few days.
Another famous Westchester comic, Katilyn Murphy in the house, aka Yoga Spark.
Oh wait, yeah, I just realized I'm on my work's account. Oops, my job's.
Oops.
Let me change my name.
That's all right. Everybody forget that. And then we have this next comic. I've seen him in very little clothing. We used to be Bikram yoga buddies from way back. A fellow Long Islander. You've seen him on Fox's Red Eye, the Greg Gutfeld show. So many wonderful credits, which I can't remember. Joe DeVito in the house. Glad to have you, buddy. Looking sharp. And then we have, I think I would go ahead and call this next comic like super famous in a bunch of Asian countries, right? She made her debut on Comedy Central Asia, I think this year. And since then, it's just blow up city. Jocelyn, Chia, good to have you here.
Jocelyn!
Hi! I wore a bra for you guys today. Yay.
Yes,
I did
thank you
too.
so much. I wore one too. I couldn't decide whether to wear a bra for you guys or not wear a bra for you guys.
I opted not to.
I did.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I asked you to tell me where you bought it from.
Mine?
The bra?
All of mine are Victoria's Secret. I'm a basic bitch in that respect.
Fancy.
I'm pantsless. Who else is
Amazon.
pantsless?
Prove it. I'm wearing like a dress, so yeah, I'm.
Got my boxers
Yes,
Oh, he is.
yes.
Yeah.
We have,
Oh,
like,
Joe DeVito, turquoise.
we're gonna have like an American Pie act out, I think.
How Miami 1987 of you.
That's
I
right.
love
I'm
it.
wearing a going out top, but I'm wearing PJ pants with it, so it's like a cute top.
I love it. Everyone
Jacket.
dressed perfectly for this. Okay, so do we all have a drink? Again, if you don't
Oh,
drink, you don't need to relapse on this Zoom. You could have water.
Oh wait, I don't drink. I'll go get weed.
Okay, that's
I'll be back.
fine.
I'll go get my protein shake.
Oh, stop it. So I'm pretty sure most of you guys are familiar with the game. Oh, now you're at an arcade. Look at you, Oscar.
No, I'm at Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Old 80s hits.
Okay.
I think you guys are familiar with the Never Have I Ever game. It's just like a loose, fun thing we do that hopefully will launch us into a lot of hilarious stories. And
That's how people describe Chrissie as well.
yes, and a lot of fun banter. So we'll kind of go around the square with a Never Have I Ever, and then say something. If you've done the thing, take a drink. If you have a fun story around that, you're gonna go ahead and tell that story, and so on and so forth. Does that sound fun or what?
Woo!
That sounds
Fun.
So everyone's got their stuff. Man, I'm really sweating. This is summer. Okay. Here we go. Let's think. If anyone has one, you can feel free to kick it off. But let me think. I want to make sure I jog my memory for one that we have not done already. Never have ever gone skinny dipping.
Wait, and
Wait,
you
are we
have
supposed to
not
hold
done
up? Are we supposed to hold our hands up and are like, what are we doing?
You
Are we
know,
doing
you
You
can
take-
hold
I-
your hands.
I think you take a drink if you've done it, right?
Drink if you've done it.
Oh, okay.
If you've done it.
Okay.
You can hold your hands up if you want, Oscar.
Never have I skinny. No, I've never done that.
I did a show at a nudist colony and we went swimming after.
Where the
I
hell?
feel like, Oscar, I feel like you would that would be like a summer activity every year for you.
Yeah.
You're like just a regular Tuesday morning is a
you're just like-
homosexual skinny dip.
Skinny
Yeah.
dipping. I did-
Oscar, as someone who has been to the gay Olympics, I cannot believe you've never gone skinny dipping.
I'm shocked.
Oh, I'm very self-conscious about the big penis that I have. I don't want people to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Did we all pass over Zach doing a gig at a nudist colony?
No,
'Cause
we were not. I was just about to
Is that a
follow up with
Steve
that.
Bix gig? I really want to hear about this.
Yes, I do
No.
too.
Worse, that was a Caitlin Bailey gig.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah.
And it was at a nudist colony in Woodstock, Connecticut. So not even the good Woodstock.
The spin-off Woodstock.
And when we got there, the director of the colony was like, do not call it a nudist colony. We don't like that term. It's a resort.
Great. Great.
And it was, I mean, wall to wall, old dick and balls.
Yep.
Wow.
Everyone shaved. Everyone 50 up.
Mhm.
With a couple kids that all looked like immediate suicides.
Wait, they brought their kids to the nudist colony?
Oh, no, you live there. Like, it was a summer home for dozens of families.
And this is a lifestyle.
Yeah,
was there
it
an
was.
age restriction? Like your kid has to be a certain age to live there?
No, people who were just walking around naked. All the kids had bathing suits on, so boo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
No, thank God.
That's why it's just a resort.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we
then
did a
it's not
show.
Epstein Island.
Those poor kids just have to look at naked adults all day.
Awful. Like,
I know, right?
I was somewhere in the middle of the best looking women at this resort. The weirdest part was taking a shit and then having to leave again naked,
No.
which is a real fucking day ruiner.
Yeah.
And then we do the show at like 9 o'clock at night. It got dark, and the director was like, "Hey, you guys, everyone's cold, so we're gonna go put our clothes on and before the show starts because they had like a barbecue first. It was a corn husking competition, barbecue, then comedy show.
Wait, Zach, do you think that they've been a nudist colony for so long and you creeped them out so much that they were like, we have to lie and say we're cold so we can put our clothes back on?
I would say that, but all the men just went inside and put on shirts.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So just 150 men just came back, Porky Pigging it, and
Did they-
sat down with their
Sounds
old
like
dick
a
and balls.
weekend for me. I'd love that.
Did they say to you, Zach, if you want, you can perform naked? Was
Oh.
that an option?
I got naked in the car.
Oh, wow.
Are you nuts? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I got out of the car naked.
Wow.
I was
thought you
naked
meant
the
you-
whole day.
I thought you meant you
Wow.
got naked on the car ride home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was. Yeah, no, we all got out. We all like toured the premises naked.
Was it awkward at all, or you just
It was
were,
horrible.
comfortable?
It was me and two hookers masquerading as comedians. I won't name the other one, but Chrissie
Do
could
I
figure
know
it
them?
out. Oh yeah, Chrissie will figure it out real quick.
Is it
And-
someone that you have mentioned already?
No,
Okay.
you'll figure it out.
Hmm.
And
I might not.
but the thing that stuck out to me most was the director of the thing gave us like rules and regulations. And she's like, so a lot of comedians, apparently this is a regular thing they do. She goes, a lot of comedians come here and they make fun of the nudists and it never goes well. And so she had a sundress on because she was cooking. And one of the rules were if you're cooking, you had to wear clothes. And so she got this long sundress on and she goes, I just need you to know that, you're not going to get up there and roast us or make fun of us. We're just nice, normal people. And as she said, nice, normal people, she pulled up her sundress to wipe off the grease on her glasses and showed me her old pussy.
Wow.
So she goes like, we're nice, normal people.
Yeah,
And
look at my
just
70s
flashes her
bush.
open pussy at me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to a nudist beach once, and it was like gays and then straights, and then there was like the in between.
Was it Fire
And-
Island?
No, it was like in New Jersey, like that nudist beach in New Jersey. And I was there, and I'm sitting there, and I wasn't nude because I was like, oh, I'm kind of like a little still subconscious and everything, but everybody else was nude.
Plus, your
And
dick's
I'm
too
sitting
big; it
there
would drag
and-
in the sand behind you.
And this woman is like, a woman is running after her child, and the child like comes right near like where I'm sitting. And she bends down, and all I see is this very long tampon string hanging out. And I was like, I will never come back to this beach ever again.
That's horrible because you're supposed to. Dee knows this. Dee can speak to this. That on porn sets, what do you have to do with your tampon string?
Well, I mean, you just shove that shit up there. You're not
Don't
gonna,
some girls
like,
cut the string
No,
off?
they
Like
don't.
they go
I mean,
stringless.
hopefully you're not wearing. You don't have a tampon if you're going to be making a porn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't you guys have like a sponge or something you throw
yeah,
up?
you just like makeup sponges and you
It's
just shove all
okay.
that up.
Just a makeup sponge. All right.
Yeah, you just pack that up in there so that,
It's a sponge that
Did they
helps
ever
you
think
make
of-
up for your childhood.
Wow.
What a
Yeah.
picnic basket?
Not,
Like,
all
what
of
do you?
us had, not all of us had bad childhood. Some of us
What
are
are
just
you? What are you
some of us
packing? A
like to be
picnic
sluts.
basket? Like, I don't.
Just
That
pack
sounds
it
so
all-
painful.
No,
Did
no.
they ever think of with the string having other people do like a Lady in the Tramp spaghetti scene
Oh, that'd be so sweet.
where they're both nibbling?
I would.
When the moon.
I'm down.
I'm done.
I'm down.
Yeah, I wonder if you could
All
ever
of
just take.
all of your stories about the nudist colony don't really freak me out too much.
Have you been to one,
I'm
Dee?
quite a swinger, but no, I've been offered to go to some, but it is totally true. Most of the time, they're very old when it comes to the people that are there, and it wasn't ever something that I was interested in going to. But it's not. I don't know. Around me, everyone's always naked, so it's not something that is.
Is it how unfortunate that by the time you're actually comfortable with your body and you don't give a fuck, your body looks the worst it's ever looked.
Yeah.
Like how unfair.
Don't give a fuck.
And when you're young and tight is when you think like everything's wrong with you.
Well, unless you're important, and then
That's
you're
true.
still-
Have you guys ever done, I don't know if it's like this in this, because I know people in the States do it, but I did one of those naked comedy shows years ago at the Fringe Festival, and the audience is always like 12 scattered guys who came under the illusion that it's just going to be like hot female comedians, and all it is like the sad drunk guy comedians with like fucking dad issues who are like, I don't know, man, I need stage time, and so performing in front of just people who wanted to see naked girl. Like you can tell, like no one's there with like a date. It's just guys sitting by themselves, like an old school porno. And then you just have to do jokes and
But
just
they
be
thought it
like,
was
I'm
strip-
sorry.
They thought it was a strip club.
Yeah.
When I did the naked show at the Creek, they told the audience they had the option of also being naked.
Ooh.
How did
And
that go?
Just one guy in the front row got naked.
Yes.
And you know how they do the whole thing, like, don't be nervous, imagine the audience naked.
Yeah.
You know what's way worse than a naked audience? A
One
clothed
person.
audience with one naked autistic man yelling shit throughout the show.
Oh my
Oh God,
God.
that sounds like so much fun.
And that's
Yeah.
your dad. And you're
At
like,
least-
"Ugh."
At least he's too autistic to make eye contact, I hope.
Yeah,
Oh.
one
Yeah.
would hope.
I did a strip
I've
show.
done lots of live sex shows and have had autistic people there, and yeah, they get.
How are the aughts? How are the aughts like at a live sex show? Can you tell by like the way they have sex that they're autistic, or are they?
Oh, but they like to the ones like to get really close. They like to tell you what to do.
Oh, I imagine
Huh.
they would thrive in that environment. Yeah.
I like that us artists just mistake confident for autistic.
No. They're the ones that are always there. That are like basically
Oh, okay.
like
Got it.
like a student.
Some of my biggest fans are aughts. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm here for it.
Absolutely.
I did the strip stand-up show at Stand Up New York. And again, it was during Fleet Week, so all these guys came in expecting they were going to see
Yeah.
the two beautiful women who ran the show. And they had me go up first, and we were supposed to just do 5 minutes. And the way it worked was that they played music, you stopped your act, you took some clothes off, and then when the music stopped, you went back in your act. We were supposed to do 5 minutes each. A bunch of comics didn't show, so they left me up there for about 15 minutes.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I watched a bunch of Motley Crue videos to prep. And I tried to there's a scene in the Girls video where the stripper crawls across the stage. And I thought, let me try to do that. And I got to the end of the stage and I made the mistake of putting my hand on one of the tables and I flipped over and I crashed into the audience in my underwear.
Oh my
And-
God.
Shit.
And I got up and danced, but I had to go to the chiropractor. I couldn't move for about 2 weeks.
Wow,
like twisted one of my ribs.
Straight to the
Yeah.
chiropractor. Joe, when were you going to tell us that you're coming to us live from the Poconos in one of
I
these?
changed my background.
What-
I did.
Oh, are you there?
No.
Oh my God. I thought I was
Please.
like, wow, I guess the gigs are opening up back in Pennsylvania
No.
now.
This tub wishes it had coronavirus.
I was
compared
literally
to its
there.
Floating.
I was there with Frank like last month. We went on like a little romantic getaway, and it was It was nice until we saw like ants on the tub. We're like, how did ants get in
Ugh.
here? But it was
Did you
fun.
go to the one with the champagne glass in the second floor?
We went to that one last time. This time we went to the one with like exactly like where Joe is, where there's like a heart-shaped tub.
Did you stay in this room?
Yeah, that looks pretty damn similar. Wow. Yeah, the circular bed. It's very like porny, like these like resorts. It's like they have a little pool, everything's in a circle and everything's mirrored around. And I'm like, maybe I don't want mirrors everywhere. It was a good time. It was
if you went in there with luminol and the blue light, it would look like a gangbang with the Blue Man Group. It just would be lighting up and fluorescing. It's best not to think about it.
And then it would just be like blue balls everywhere. Oh boy. All right. Who's got a hot and sexy never have I ever? Let me think. I liked that one. I liked the nudist theme.
I have one.
Okay.
Never have I ever had a full orgasm through masturbation or sex on an airplane.
Oh, hey, Dee. Hey, girl.
Oh, wrong group. I thought this was.
Oh, wow. Oscar, have you?
Sorry, wrong group. Wrong Zoom.
So many of them told dicks with their dicks out. I feel like I'm in the wrong group.
Huh?
So many of them told dick jokes with their dicks out.
We're all impressed somebody gets flown out to gigs.
All right, so Dee, how did you do it?
I like to make videos of myself a lot.
Oh, hey.
I mean,
do you have an OnlyFans?
Honestly, yes, I do. I have my own website and my own OnlyFans, and and lots of other websites that I post my content on. So yeah, but I like to the bathroom, but honestly, I've done a lot of things just in my seat because people really just don't pay attention to watching it.
Really? Even with people even in the middle seat with like people on either side of you?
I'll flash my phone on either side, and they don't even like look up, or half the time they're asleep, or
yeah, you can't do that as soon as you get on the flight. You gotta wait till you're.
I've literally been waiting for the plane to take off, and they are already in like airplane mode. So
that's funny, because like when I'm flying, I always ask the people next to me to hold my hand because I'm deathly afraid of flying. So I'm like, can you just hold my hand when we take off, please?
I don't know if they like. I'm just incognito, so they just don't pay attention. I don't know.
I've never come on a plane. I remember I just had like a horrible flashback. I remember the saddest place in public I've ever come. Which is when I first moved to New York. This was like day 2 of me living in New York. And I got booked, not to brag. What was that shitty comedy club on Restaurant Row? Ha?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so it was before it was in like the bigger space. There was a little one on Restaurant Row. Like if there's still a Ha right now in Times Square, imagine a somehow shittier Ha.
I think it's LOL now.
Okay, great. And I like that they're getting with the times. They're like, Ha's pretty stupid. Let's change it to LOL.
Yeah.
And so I was like 20, and I was like, I want to be like the cool fucking like delinquent comics. And I'd never been to a strip club. And so, or I went to a strip club once when I was like 18 in Pennsylvania, and they had to wear like pasties on their boobs, and there was no like, you couldn't take your bottoms off. There were all these rules, which is what I thought strip clubs were. So I had time to kill, and I'm like, how cool is it going to be? I'm going to go to my first fucking stand-up gig, and I'm going to go to a strip club because that's what guys do. And I went, and this girl immediately got me for a lap dance, took me in the back, and I didn't know that like times had changed where she put like a cloth on my lap, and I'm like, this is weird.
A cloth?
Yeah, like a little like it looks like what you clean your fucking glasses with. It was like very tiny.
Oh my god.
Oh, a chamois, like a chamois.
Yeah. And then she literally just put my hands on her tits and dry humped me until I came all over my khakis. There was so much cum that I was like, this is the only thing more shameful than going and doing a gig at Ha. And so I went home and pretended I was sick.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you use the sham wow to soak up the cum and then wring it out?
Dude, I don't even know. There was so much cum. I have no idea why they put that on my lap.
Look
Like,
at
we
you.
needed like a beach towel. I was very unexcited. Oh, I think I asked her like right before. I was like, I'm going to, and I don't know if I'm allowed. Like, it was so fucking terrible. And then I remember when she was flirting me up before the dance, she was like, it's so dumb because you hear all these cliches about guys talking to strippers and you're like, I'm not that guy. And she goes, I'm from Cherry Hill. And I just said, I'm from New Jersey. We should hang out there one day. And just a fucking, and that's when she was like, I'm going to take all your money and make you come in the back.
Did you tell her that you were a comedian?
Maybe that's why I did. I said it once, she didn't laugh, and I just kept saying it until she got it.
Wait, Jamie, I need a bit of clarification. So
Sure.
she put your hands on her tits. Does that mean she jerked you off?
No, she was like riding. She was just dry. It was high school.
Oh,
She
it was
just,
dry humping.
so she took all of her clothes off, like everything, and then
Ooh.
just dry humped me. I still don't know if that's a thing you're allowed to do. But yeah, it was
You
like.
have a trusting face.
Thank you so much. It was right in Times Square though. So, but I kept her secret until now. But that was definitely.
Well, you kept it long
prostitution-esque.
enough.
I did.
Yeah. Wow, good for you.
Did anyone else perform at the Laugh Factory that was briefly in Times Square? It was in the old
Yes.
show world. It was
Yes.
in one of the
Yes.
old.
No.
Performed
Really
in a
gross.
different room on the 4th floor of that building, but not when it was the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, they had all these different rooms, but people didn't know the history. I was like, this is where people would pay to come in and jerk off. I was so.
Really?
Ugh.
I was a
Yeah.
floor manager for a little while at a shitty little club in that building, and we used to have to go downstairs for supplies, and it shared the showroom floor. So it was still the same. And then my buddy worked at the haunted house that was in the same building.
That's right.
Right?
Times Square.
Jesus
And one day
Christ.
they
wow.
took him out, and he's I'm a big boy, but he's about 450 and probably about 6'4". And he's a big gay guy, but you wouldn't know it from looking at him. But he's a bear. And the manager came over and went, hey, we're a security guard short for Show World. Would you come with me? And he never agreed to be a security guard at Show World. They put him on the floor at Show World and says, your job is to guard this aisle, just one aisle. And it was because there was a crack dealer at the end of the aisle that they had a deal with. So he basically ran the line and made sure crackheads didn't get out of, like, they didn't act a fool. And then this guy would come after every few crack deals and slide money to the cashier at Show World.
Wow.
I love that they have one crack dealer go down the aisle like a concessions person at a baseball game,
Yeah,
but
like
for Show World.
popcorn,
Yeah.
crack, soda.
All I ever get at porn stars is one Indian guy following me around asking if I'm going to buy something. One time I went to buy a blow-up doll to tape to something on a stage. I wasn't going to fuck it, I swear.
Sure.
And as I was at the counter, the guy tried to talk me out of it. And he goes, you're too, he goes, my friend, you're too big, you will pop. You will pop.
You're like, it's a bit. It's a bit.
You're like,
Chrissie
you don't
and I
know.
brought a blow up doll on stage.
Oh my God. Yeah, we did this show called like Not Moms, and we were like, you know, if you were not a mom, basically we wanted you at that show. And we had this blow up doll that we brought on stage, and like one of the games that we played was that like you could just give a blow up doll a lap dance, and these women, they got into it. You could
few
see
guys too, yeah.
they were like really expressing themselves through lap dance. I felt bad for these gals, but it was good. It was good times. All right. Oh, never have I ever paid for a lap dance.
Finally get the
Wait,
smoke
we're
weed.
supposed to raise our hands if we've done it, or if we
Yeah.
Take a
haven't.
drink if you've done it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Or
take
raise
it-
your hand, whatever you do.
Paid for a
guy
lap
paid
dance.
for mine. Should I still drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I got the lap dance, but I didn't have to pay for it.
Oh, hey, girl.
Oh,
Good for
I
you.
I never have.
No, Caitlin.
No.
We need to get back on the road together, girl.
We
need to
do.
see this. We need to see this fine country. I need to take you to Utica, where $40 will get you the best lap dance
Ooh,
you have
Utica.
ever had in your life. I went with Frank to Utica, it's where I did that. Like I got that all that shit for doing that video about Utica, like the shitty tour of Utica, and then I got like completely not roasted, but like trolled by the city of Utica for a solid 6 weeks after. We went to like the only strip club in town, and they were so thrilled to like see me. It felt like I was the only girl to come into the strip club all night, and they just like I could tell like the strippers were excited, and I felt like really like a classy lady. And then and Frank's like, pick one out, you know, pick one out, anyone out of the litter, you know, and $40. And this really cute girl, she had short blonde hair. She had like 2 piercings in her back. And I remember she was like in my lap, and I'm like, I felt like a mom because I'm feeling her back. And I was like whispering in her ear. I was like, these piercings, do things get caught on these back piercings? Like, you gotta be careful. You don't want to tag a shirt on that, you know, like pull a shirt on this. But then she like immediately went down on me, and I was like, this is a $40 lap dance. I was like, wow. I'm like, the dollar goes far in Utica. And she was just like, I'm bisexual. I was like, yes, you are. And I was like, then I am too, and forever from this moment on. And
in front of everyone? The whole
no, this was in the back, like in the little lap dance cubicles.
Was Frank there?
Yeah, Frank was there, and it was like fun. We gotta go back. It was like we were all up on each other. She didn't blow him. She didn't blow him, but I would have been fine with that. I would have been like, good for you. Get an out of town blowjob, you know.
Was she better than Frank? Going down on you?
Better? Well, that's the thing. It's more just like a really nice handshake. Like she's not gonna get down there and like do the whole job, you know, because like I'm also so distracted. Like I'm at a new place. I'm holding onto the chair. I'm sweating. You know, I'm not gonna come under those circumstances. And then I ended up leaving a cardigan there, and I was like, I can't ever go back there.
You're mad Frank finally gave somebody $40 to do 10 minutes?
Yeah.
My strip club story, I was hanging out with some friends who want to go to strip club to celebrate a promotion. And I met a guy there, and I told him I never gone to lap dance before. He goes, I got to get you a lap dance. I was like, okay, great. So he pays some girl. He's like, who do you want? I pick a girl out, and I wanted to like squeeze her tits because I have this like thing about girls with nice tits because I don't have any. So I wanted to squeeze her tits, but she said, oh no, you can't. It's against the rules.
What?
Yeah, I know. So I told the guy, he's like, what? That's not cool. I'll make sure you
squeeze
get
those
some
tits.
squeezing. Exactly. So he made me get a second girl, and he told the girl specifically, you have to let her squeeze your tits. And she's like, okay. And it's only $20 in
because you're so sweet, Jocelyn. Like I would let you do anything to me. I'd be like, you again, another trusting face. You know what I mean?
It'd be like my history teacher, right? It'd be like my history teacher just asking to touch my tits. I'd be like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. She was cool in high school.
Yeah. Wow.
So I got 2 lap dances though.
I'm so worried. I wonder like how strip clubs are gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, are strippers gonna wear masks? What do you think, Dee?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I know that like they have a new virtual strip club on OnlyFans. So that's a new thing. Like Diddy's son started a new virtual strip club on OnlyFans.
Little Diddy.
I mean,
it's
it's
Little Diddy.
porn though.
Yeah, it didn't work the first time, and everybody was pissed. So, because there were too many people, and OnlyFans couldn't handle it.
But
so.
that's not like feeling the weight of a person in your lap.
That's like porn.
I don't know. I've seen some drive-through strip clubs. I've seen that.
Yeah, absence makes the heart grow fonder. It'll be fine.
And then they, bring food to the people. They were delivering food.
Yeah, the go-go bar I go to is doing like curbside, but they have the girls on the bar, and you can go like stare in the window for a minute, and then they have like a contactless tip jar.
It's literally like looking at pets through the glass windows at a pet store. You're like, oh, look, oh, wave, hi. Don't knock on the glass.
Yeah.
Because they also don't have families.
Adopt,
I know
shop.
I know they have these new the latest couple of comedy shows. It's like, oh, just do it out of the back of a pickup truck, and everybody in their car is just like, if they like it, they honk. I was like, could we do that for like a strip club? Could somebody just like stick a pole into the back of a pickup truck and then like do like a pole dance, but I just feel like we
as a swinger, we dance like I dance on any pole that was around. So yeah.
What if the girl stays still and the truck does donuts?
Make them earn it.
Hold on to the antenna. Oh boy. Zach coming in with the hot zingers.
I'm from Texas, so that could probably work. For somebody.
I'll do it. Never have I ever.
Okay.
Never have I ever vomited while performing oral sex.
It's a fucking good one.
I mean, I've gagged, but vomited, no.
Yes.
I figured I was gonna get somebody.
Joe DeVito is just like, what the fuck is this?
I vomited while performing.
Yes, girl.
On stage?
Yeah, it wasn't stand up though. It was a play. But yeah.
Were you
Like-
going down on someone?
What?
Was
Were
it
you
from
going down
Nerd?
on someone?
Were you
No.
going down on-
No, I was in a play and I was hungover.
Was it a high school play?
No,
You're like
few
20
years
years
ago.
old. All right.
I was hungover and it was like a really serious play and I never left the stage. Of course, it's like the first play I get a lead in and I never left the stage and I was so hungover and I started to get sick and I saw that there was a garbage can on the stage and I like went over to it. I threw up in it and I just had to keep going.
What was the play?
12 Angry Women.
Great. Perfect.
Did you play all 12 of them?
I played the one who was like, I don't think he's guilty.
How do
And
you
I'm
make
just
that
sick
work?
about it.
Great idea, Chrissy. You just have
When I
one
threw
play and
up.
it's just one person with multiple personalities playing 12 angry women.
I haven't seen it, but I assume, yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you just act like it was part of your process?
And I tried to like obviously stay in character and I was just like, I'm sorry, ladies, this whole thing is just getting me so worked up. I feel
Right.
sick over it. He's not guilty.
Wow, and you're legit puking up your guts.
That's great commitment, though.
Yeah.
And then everyone afterwards was like, Caitlin, are you okay? And I was like, oh, don't touch me. I might have a bug. Meanwhile, I was just fucking hungover.
Ah, I love how Jocelyn is just slowly giving us a tour of her whole house. It's just like living room, kitchen. Now we're outside. I like it. I'm into it.
I threw up during the show. I was at the, yeah, it was rough. I was at the Borgata, and when I was eating dinner before the show, I took my huge handful of vitamins, and one of the big ones tore a hole in my esophagus on the way down. So I had to
I think I
throw
know
up
this story.
Yeah, I had to throw up every couple of seconds because I couldn't swallow my own saliva because my throat would keep kicking it back up. So I show up to the showroom and I said, I have this problem. I need to vomit continuously. And they said, are you going to be able to perform? I said, yeah, just have a bucket in the wings. And every time I told a joke, I would tell the joke and go and think, am I going to throw up? And I made it about 5 minutes, probably 10 minutes in. And I said to the audience, I said, look, I got to tell you, I'm not feeling well and I have to throw up. So I walked off stage, they gave me the bucket, I puked, and I went right back out and continued my set. And everyone in the audience thought, is this a bit? Except the one woman who could see me from her angle could see in the wings. The whole rest of the show, she was like, but I puked a few more times and I finished the set. So
was that the same bucket? Is that the same bucket they pass around for tips at the end?
They should just drop it.
I love how innocent this group is, where Zach's like, who's ever vomited on a cock? And someone was like, I was in the theater. And Joe's like, I took too many vitamins. Joe, I had the same fucking thing happen to me. I got food poisoning the first time I ever headlined. It was a comedy club in Memphis, and I had the bucket. But what I did was I had all the open micers who came to the show. I said, do you guys want stage time? And they said, yes. So I lined up the fucking open micers on the side wall. And I just told the audience what was going on. So anytime I was going to go sick, I was going to get sick, one of them would come up, due time, I would go backstage, vomit, and then just stumble back onto stage. And I made it through 2 open micers.
That is a hustle right there.
It was a good move.
I thought you were going to say, you were going to like, open mic or give me your shirt, and you were going to throw up into it. And that's how you're going to
fucking garbage piece of shit.
That's how you're going to use the open micers, not actually like give them stage time.
Time to pay your dues. Open your mouth.
You know, Jamie, I didn't know we were going to be on this same show together, but I thought of you today
Go on.
because it's a very old joke of yours. I saw a
Oh,
guy
no.
riding a bike smoking a cigarette.
Oh my God. I don't even remember this. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
This was like one of my first jokes. You must have been then at like when I was doing like bringer shows. Because that was one of my
show
like.
that. Yeah, we did a show, a firehouse that Gino Bisconti brought us to. In,
Oh my
I
God.
think
You could have just
Pennsylvania.
said a firehouse.
Yeah.
Who the fuck said that?
So this may have been 17 years ago.
Oh my
This may have been like
God.
16 years ago. Do you
This
want to
is-
tell us the joke? Do you remember it?
No, this is worse than Zach bringing up my sexual past. I would much rather just go into details about that and how my life was ruined than go. No, it was that hacky joke, right? Wasn't it something about like
I like it.
It was like something about a DUI, right? Where it's like,
Yeah, it was if you see someone riding a bike, you think, oh, that guy's into his health. But if you see them riding and smoking a cigarette, you think, oh, he got a DUI.
DUI. Yeah,
It's a funny
yeah.
joke.
Oh,
But
that's
it still stuck with
funny.
me.
Thanks,
Good joke.
bud. Yeah.
By
No.
the way,
I'm gonna-
they fucking hated you at that firehouse. They hated you so much. It was so funny.
They hated me more than the internet as an entirety has ever hated. They hated me so much. And the owner, the guy tried to fire him. Like, I think Gino got in trouble because it was too early for me to be going on the road to do anything. Like, I was like an 18, 19-year-old open micer.
Wow.
And Gino just felt bad for me and like took me to a gig. I'm pretty sure like I was like actually verbally booed, right?
It was pretty bad. And I remember Gino said, okay, Jamie's going to go in the middle and you're going to host. And I remember thinking like, I'm going to host for this fucking kid. And then Gino said, trust me, because he knew there's a chance you're going to eat shit. So like, it was all like old, like VFW guys in hats with battleships on them. So you didn't stand a chance.
Those guys love to laugh.
Right.
Because you told that joke and they were like mad.
Naked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Zach, did you puke on a dick? Or was it
Yeah, yeah. I gotta know this, Zach.
No, I just thought I would nail somebody in here with that one.
I have many times. It's okay.
Really, Dee? You've puked on a dick?
Well, I mean, we don't, shit happens.
Like for a fetish thing, or like
no, industry hazard.
No, I mean,
yeah.
you just don't eat.
Okay.
I mean, you just swallow.
You swallow you just have to be a team player and
Get that on
swallow
a
your own
shirt,
puke.
Dee. You should get that written on a shirt that says, don't eat, just swallow.
That's all.
Don't chew, just swallow.
That's right.
It's true. That's fun.
To me, it's no big deal. I don't know. Just in a day's work.
Like swallowing your own puke, I could understand. But I remember when I was at AVN doing interviews, this guy, his name was Alex Jett. I don't know if you know him, Dee, but he was telling me all about ass jelly, which is something that when you do anal scenes, there's something like a mucus that comes out of your ass that like stays on the dick part, and then like some girls like you'll be such a team player, you'll be like, that came out of my ass, and then you'll just like suck it off basically. And I was like, wow, first of all, I didn't know ass jelly was a thing, and now it's like you got to suck it off yourself. It's your own ass jelly. I don't know, it really threw me for a loop because I was like really conflicted. I'm like,
I did an
suck it
interview
off
today, and it asked me, the grossest thing I've seen on set, and I really can't answer that question.
what like
There's
top
really
3 grossest
nothing-
things?
There's really nothing gross. Like, I don't know, nothing's gross to me.
You're just like a doctor that's seen it all.
But honestly, yeah. Like,
Really, we should be clapping for you at 7 p.m. every day.
I also have 3 dogs and 3 kids, so
Yeah.
all together.
Fucking board the plane first, push the troops aside. Everybody clap.
Yes, everybody in porn. Those are our heroes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's funny is
What's the difference?
I don't watch gay porn. I only watch straight porn.
I only watch gay porn, so there we go.
I've dated girls who have only liked gay porn too.
I
Yeah.
do. I love gay porn because I like dick, so I enjoy watching dick. And,
That makes
and there's lots of really, like, most of the guys that are really good looking are in gay porn.
Ugh.
Why is that?
So I don't.
Because that's who's watching the guy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just like dick, so I don't really care where it goes. I mean,
Same. Unless you get a promotion or it's your
I
birthday.
get to see lots of them going wherever they want to go. So.
It's like you've been to a gay pride parade before.
Yeah, well, I love everyone. Like I love girls too. So.
Well, wait,
She's a
Oscar,
lover.
why
I like
straight
them all
porn?
together.
I need to know why Oscar's watching straight porn. Is it that like it feels forbidden or gross and like that's the fetish?
No, it's because the men are so much more masculine.
Oh, interesting.
Can you imagine, like, Bob, I need you to fix something in my apartment. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need to watch Bob fix anything.
Okay.
Good.
Those are also the stage directions. Bob,
Oscar-
Bob.
Oscar, you need the storyline. Oscar needs
Yeah.
the storyline to get it. It needs to be real.
Like, listen, this pandemic has really allowed me to, like, watch the porn and understand the storylines, right? And being like, okay, did she really need her kitchen fixed? Like, did she really need that? Or was she just kind of like, or did she need something else? Does she need help? Like, should we call a therapist? Like,
Is
something
she
like that.
really his stepmom?
Yeah. Okay. Dee, can I ask you a legitimate, not a bit question about that?
Sure.
When did like this stepmom stepsister thing infiltrate my Pornhub? Because
it has infiltrated porn. Period.
it has, right? But
infiltrated porn. Period.
I can't figure out if just like my stepmom was a fucking prude or like 'cause I don't think it's like a
Yes,
fetish.
she was.
Or what's happening, I think, is there's so much of it on Pornhub. That's where all the hot girls are. It's always on the front page that all of us just keep clicking it because we go,
and
fuck
that's
it, and
why
I put it on mute.
That's
just-
why they keep making it, is because like it's the top thing on Pornhub, and so like that's how like all the directors go off what the trends are.
But
and
do you
so
think people are actually like into stepsister, stepmom stuff
No, I
because it's
think
forbidden?
it's gotten to the point where it's ridiculous. But and I honestly, on my end, I have a real family, so I refuse to make that kind of porn.
Yeah.
And I make my own, which is all reality based anyway, because I live in Texas and I shoot with my fans.
Oh, that's
So
great.
I make all real crazy crap. So I mean, when it comes to it, I just feel like it's all based on what the public wants, and they think that's what they want because everybody just watches it. So it's almost like a it just can't. I don't know.
I'm at the point of lazy where like if something is suggested to me 5 times, I'm like, I guess I'm into this now.
Yeah, I guess you know better.
What the universe says,
Trust
the
the algorithm.
universe gets. Yeah.
Yeah. So all the and the thing is, what you have to understand is like Pornhub is owned by MindGeek, and MindGeek owns all those companies. So it's all a big monopoly that owns everything. So all the companies are owned by one company, and therefore they make all the porn.
And those guys like stepmom shit. So then, yeah.
It's just one guy.
It's just the
with
one
a hot
guy.
stepmom.
The one
Super hot
CEO.
stepmom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all into the same thing, and and unless you watch like independent companies or things like that, then it becomes Pornhub. When it comes to all those companies, they're all the same people.
God damn it! This is like the fucking Amazon independent mom and pop bookshop. Like I feel like I have to stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push the independent.
Do it.
Porn.
That's like the Walmart of fucking your stepmom is Pornhub. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I'll forget about it just because I'll click it and because like I like to listen. And then like just I feel like every 2 minutes they're required to just be like, Dad's gonna come home soon. I have to be like, fuck, and like try to reach for the mute. It's awful.
Which is not realistic because growing up, my dad was never coming home soon.
No.
That's why you're fucking your stepbrother.
Yeah. We need mom and pop
Or your
porn. Like we need
stepmom.
artisanal porn.
I don't know. Like
Yes.
I have been in 2 different scenes where like my stepdaughter was like in it with me, and like I'm like, I
Whoa.
have a stepdaughter, like, and I'm like, I wasn't allowed to touch her, but like we were like with the same dude, and I'm like,
Wow.
it was just
That's
odd.
bonding. That's more bonding than a camping trip.
Well, she
Yeah.
was Hawaiian, so it didn't. I don't know. I was just like, this is odd. None of this makes much sense to me.
She was Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
she got
where they
laid.
famously fuck their stepsisters.
Yeah. The difference is they put a slice of pineapple on
Yes.
top of the cock for a little extra flavor.
That
Yep,
makes your dick taste good.
And I had to
Vitamin
fuck,
C.
I had to fuck her principal. So
Wow.
Wow.
This
I'm
really,
like thoroughly
this-
speechless right now.
yeah, this really makes the Lilo
Yeah.
and Stitch line Ohana means family a little haunting.
Yeah. Aloha means hi, goodbye, and thanks for fucking my daughter.
I would love
There
to
it
see the
is.
porn version of Lilo and Stitch. It's just like Lilo and Dix.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lilo and Snatch.
There it is.
Oscar, if you like porn with all that home renovations in it, maybe some lesbian porn.
Yes, they would build
It's
shelves.
Yeah, they're very handy.
I don't know. Lesbian porn, I think, is just like watching two women's feet that you would see in an Instagram post on a trolley watching whales. Like, I feel like that's lesbian porn.
Mm.
Hmm.
I saw one girl scene, which is not really my thing, but at the end, they kind of hugged and laid back on the couch, and I remember thinking, "Oh, that seems like a real moment." I actually enjoyed that more.
That's actually
it's
real lesbian porn, is where they just hug at the end and they're like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, they just would have been laying on the couch the whole time, petting a golden retriever. Yeah, and no one wants that much realism.
Braiding each other's hair.
I never know if it's real lesbian porn. I mean, I don't watch it,
Mhm.
so I don't know if like, are they real lesbians or are they getting paid? Like, I did hear through the
Yeah.
grapevine that sometimes women get paid more for doing certain things in certain movies.
Yeah, like anal, you get paid more for, right?
I was gonna say, I think it's the other way around. I think men get paid more for gay sex.
That's
Isn't
what I
girl
heard.
girl
No,
a discount?
I don't think
Girls
so.
get
Discount.
33%
You
less.
actually
for
get
doing
paid
it.
less. You actually get paid less for girl scenes than you do.
Wow,
Yeah.
Groupon rates.
Really?
That sucks.
79 cents on the dollar.
And how much
Yeah.
you get paid for the anal jelly?
Yeah, anal jump.
That's a
all
great
depends-
question.
That all depends on how extreme you are with it. Like the
Yeah.
more extreme you are, the better.
That's the equivalent of a like a Christmas bonus in porn is the anal jelly bonus.
Oh, God,
The
you
anal
should
jelly
eat
of the month club. That's their bonus.
Yeah. Now, what's
Ooh,
the difference between
raspberry.
anal jelly and anal jam? Are those the same as anal preserves?
Preserves. If it has
That's okay,
preserves
yeah.
in it.
If you're gonna be
Yeah.
classy
Made by
about
monks.
it.
You motherfuckers. All right, Katilyn Murphy, you've been quiet. Let's hear a never have I ever from you. Any sexy yoga stories, or let's see. You teach yoga, you've got a small dog.
Yes, I do. My little baby girl. Honestly, since we were just talking about this, never have I ever had anal.
Wait, for
Received
guys-
or
Wait, you've
received
done
or
it?
given?
yeah,
Because
For
they're
guys, are
given
we- yeah.
for
Are
the
we
guys.
I have received it.
I'll drink. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll smoke pot,
Yes, girl.
I've never received it.
Really? You're
Never
only a
received
top?
I've never received it. I am a top. I am a feminine top.
You're a
Also-
classic top.
Full of surprises tonight.
Interesting.
Oscar, you are blowing our minds tonight. If I
Yeah.
would have thought anybody was the
Anything
prude on
you
this
want.
show, it would have never been Oscar Aydin.
but yeah, Oscar, I know we just met, so I don't want to be offensive, but if you're
Go
only
ahead.
a top and you only watch straight porn, are you maybe not gay?
You know what? You know something? This entire pandemic, all I've done is drink, play games, like video games, and masturbate. And I'm like,
You're straight, Oscar.
what
Yeah.
else is there? Yeah. I feel like sometimes yes, but then the FedEx guy comes and I was like, oh nope, that was just
Great.
that
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's so funny.
Katilyn, have you had anal?
Hmm?
Katilyn, have you had anal yet?
No.
I feel like you're my little sister. I'm like, have
Little
you had anal yet?
girl.
Yeah, do it. You're
I
my
like the
little
way,
girl.
Chrissie, I
Almost-
like the way you said yet, as if it's inevitable.
It's inevitable. Come on. Death and taxes and anal.
Wait, I have another question for Dee.
Okay.
So I haven't had anal since I was like early 20s, and there was definitely like some poop stuff. And then this girl that wants to hook up with me now is writing me that she really wants to do anal. And is poop stuff normal? Because if it is, I'd rather not do anal. Or is there a process that girls who like anal, like, was the girl just gross and just didn't shower?
Don't
Well, shower,
Yes,
shower
It's a
is
trap.
part of that. Like you have to prepare.
You do, right? Okay.
Here, you don't have to eat. You can't eat for like.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
No Mexican food.
So
No,
how
you-
do you prepare?
Like you need to use like
An enema.
well, yeah, exactly. But like I use a douche instead of an enema itself because an enema bottle is like tiny and weird.
Okay.
Like, if you're gonna stick a penis in there, like it's bigger than an enema bottle. It's like
Thank you so much.
Stick 5 bottles in there.
I use like the douche bottle and dump out whatever's in it and just put water and then just shoot that up there, let it sit for a minute and flush
Is
yourself.
anal that good?
Listen to the Rocky soundtrack.
I think it depends person to person. I dated a cam girl, and she had like an anal diet for weeks. She was gonna shoot anal videos.
What is
where
an
she had,
anal
like,
diet?
It was like no processed meats. It was like she had a list of things she could and couldn't have.
Her anal diet is my real diet.
I love looking at Katilyn in this Zoom because she literally looks like the church girl who Zoom bombed us and is like,
She's like, I'm here to read the New Testament,
I'm
and
here to
wow,
read the Testament, and I'm here to like tell you you're all going to hell.
you are a sinner.
Can I make the room a lot worse?
Yes.
Go on
yes,
tour with
yes.
Chrissie and Dee and never be the same.
Yeah. Oscar's not going to hell because he's straight, which is exciting for him.
So I have a 2-gauge Prince Albert.
Okay.
Oh.
And anal has never, like, anytime a girl has wanted it. I hate to be vulgar, but if I drill in the Badlands, I will be striking Earl.
Wow.
And usually I pull my dick out and I have like a perfect half moon of shit in my dick ring.
So wait, so is that so? Do you like?
But that's somebody that didn't clean themselves well.
That's a harvest.
Oh yeah, they're
moon.
fucking me. I would assume they didn't. Beggars can't be choosers, and this. I'm not going to clean myself well either. I am not going to put that on a poor girl.
It's your butthole. How do you really fully?
Come on.
You know.
You're going in the cave.
My butthole is like freaking glass.
Your butthole, you can
Love
eat
it.
out of it. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's happened too.
What do you do to your butthole? What kind of food has someone eaten out of your butthole, Dee?
Cereal.
Cereal out of your butthole? What kind of cereal? Lucky
Also-
Charms?
I hope it wasn't like Chex Mix.
Tricks.
Count Chocula.
Grape nuts?
Then you can't tell. I hope it's not the peanut butter Captain Crunch. That shit's wrong.
Oops, all berries.
How much cereal can you fit in your butthole?
I don't know. They ate
Like
it.
like a bowl? Like a whole bowl?
The Surgeon General suggested serving size.
With milk?
Yeah.
They do
And
with
with
milk?
milk.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you eat a bowl of total,
Open it
if
up.
you eat total out of someone's ass, it's instead of eating 12 bowls of another breakfast cereal.
Right.
So it's much easier. You don't have to go through as much of the process. It is the most important meal of the day.
I guess so.
I have eaten sushi off a woman. Have you heard those Japanese
Ooh.
things where the woman lies on the table?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so classy and Asian of you.
Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. There was
Yeah.
there was a fight scene in that where they ate, that was one of the first nude scenes I ever saw was sushi off a naked girl.
It's also a scene in Sex and the
Sex
City.
and the
Samantha.
City. Samantha did it. I
Like,
remember.
yeah.
Oh,
And she's laying there like an asshole for hours, and then he doesn't come home.
And then she breaks up with him.
Yep.
So I'm never putting sushi on my
Yeah,
mouth.
me too. That was
Yeah.
a lesson to me. I was like, I'm never gonna have raw fish on my raw fish.
Right.
Hey guys, next time you guys all go first, and then D goes. Okay.
Yeah, you should be the closer every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can eat sushi off an Asian woman because you're not hairy women. There's nobody eating Greek food off a chick, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
Feta.
No offense,
Off a
Tara,
Greek
but I'm not eating
person, you
chicken
mean.
parmesan.
I think they
Off
have
of an
a cooler.
Italian
Like
woman
she has to be a little frozen, right? Do they put it in a cooler to keep the raw fish cool?
That's just if you're
Are we
Hawaiian.
talking about the sushi or are we talking about the woman?
A woman to keep her body cool so the fish doesn't rot.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I think he's saying Asian women in general are a little more hairless and better like serving spaces.
Yeah, and I moved on to the next train of thought, which is her body temperature.
Like a serving tray.
The serving tray.
So you're saying eat off a dead woman? Is that what you're saying,
Right.
Jocelyn?
There
Say
it is.
what?
Eat off a dead woman? She's a little bit more
She's
lower
old.
than room
That's
temperature.
for the next Zoom.
Yeah, D's like, I've done that, you fucking pussy.
Necrophilia sushi.
I haven't done that.
Oh my God.
There you go. I haven't done that.
we figured it out.
One thing beat the other. Yeah. I haven't done yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
I need to have good anal sex. I haven't had good anal. I've barely, I've tolerated at best. I've never had like a blast having anal.
Oh, you need
never
some,
done
you
anal,
need
but I
some,
think
like
my ex-
CBD lube.
Of course you need lube.
Is
Yeah.
this like the
No,
steps
like CBD lube.
like
Yeah, the
do people
CBD
actually-
lube rules.
D-lube.
Do people
CBD
actually
is
like
dilated,
anal,
dilated.
or is it just because it's like forbidden?
I like anal.
You do. Okay.
I've heard that it's better.
Interesting.
It makes me, well,
lot of
I
my-
squirt all the
yeah.
time, but it makes me, I can squirt from anal too. So.
Huh.
Anal
Damn.
squirter.
What do you
I
mean
do
by
that when I have
squirt?
Mexican.
Oh.
Well, that
Well-
happens, but that's a different story.
I can understand why men like it because it
Hider.
would hit the prostate, and we like the stimulation of the prostate.
Oh, yeah.
I had a girlfriend who used to ask me she wanted to do it a lot. At first, I thought, yeah, it's dirty, it's kind of raunchy. But she was like a real fit chick, but she was small, and just to get it into her, I felt like I was killing her. And I would say to her, like, are you okay with this? She'd, no, try it. And then as soon as we started, she would start yelling and screaming. It just
Are you
was,
trying to say you have a
it was
big
like-
piece, Joe? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, of course. But
like-
I didn't enjoy it. I felt like even though she seemed to be into it, it seemed like it was more trouble than it was worth.
That's how I feel about it too. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, what am I missing?
That's what it feels like to me, and that's why I'm like, I don't like anyone.
Yeah, the
enough.
journey's
They
not
can
worth
do
the destination.
It's not, because it's not to get through the ring.
Yeah.
That was I felt
Brownsville
like,
is dangerous. We all know
Ugh.
that.
Well, okay, first of all, what lube are you using?
I used coconut oil and it worked
Okay,
pretty
first
good.
of all,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
All right, cool. Cool, bye,
That's
bye,
where
ready.
Oscar draws the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, like okay, if you're gonna let me tell you something. If
I
you're-
use Crisco.
if you're gonna do this,
Mhm.
you need to go to like a porn store and get what the gays use.
Right.
Use what the gays,
Yeah.
because the gays know what to, like gun oil.
Parents' tears.
is very good.
Gun oil?
Called gun oil. Gun oil is very good, and so is.
Gotta oil your gun.
He's got it right there.
And
I forgot. I
Is that literally it right there? You have it in arm's length,
Amazing.
Oscar?
it's called Eden. I
Product
don't know if
placement.
you can see it.
Look at that.
It's called Eden.
Oh, you're sponsored. Cool.
I like the box.
It's called Eden. It's very good stuff.
Okay, Oscar, watching you pull out anal lube from the Max just fucked with my childhood.
Oscar, real question, just to show you what a club kid, half a fag I am. Poppers, yay or nay?
No, I can't. They make me nauseous.
You can't pop? Once you pop, you can't stop.
Big poppers guy.
Like, I tried it once and I was like, ugh.
What is that?
It makes your butthole go, ah!
Yeah, that's the best way.
What they call
Poppers are amyl nitrate, not anal. Amyl, AMYL. They are in the same family as nitrous. And what they do is they open up the capillaries in your veins and send the extra oxygen to your brain and act as a non-narcotic muscle relaxant. So,
You a doctor?
no, I've just had to give this speech to a lot of women. And they open up your asshole as well as every other muscle. So they're very popular in the gay community, or were in like the club kid anonymous sex era. And then, but they're also really good for straight sex. Sam Kinison had a bit about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of my favorite bits from Sam Kinison, now that you brought him up, he was on stage and he was talking, I think it was back in the 80s, late 80s, 90s, is when Sam Kinison talked about bringing the food, like the people in Africa. And
Oh,
they
yeah. That's
starving,
classic.
and
Move
he was
where the
like,
food
why
is.
don't they just fucking move to where the food is? I remember that's like one of the reasons why I got into stand-up, because that right there was just like it's so wrong, but it's so right.
My favorite part of this is that we said anal jelly like 10 times. Oscar said nothing. Jamie said coconut oil, and he was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's what grossed you out.
Oil.
Yeah.
Good fat.
Yeah, healthy
See, I
fats.
tried using the anal jelly, but it was from Welch's, so I don't know if that's really
Ah.
the premier brand.
No.
Was it organic?
It did have seeds in it.
I like the half anal jelly, half anal peanut butter that's mixed in the jar.
You gotta
Goober
cut
grape.
Smucker, yes.
cut the
Put a little
crust off.
Goober grape on it.
Yeah.
All right.
No
folks.
grass.
All right.
Nutella if you're in Australia.
Nutella, Buttella.
Nice.
Some Vegemite. A little Vegemite helps.
There it is.
Vegemite. The irony that Oscar's gonna pray for us after this.
No, that's Caitlin. Caitlin's gonna need to pray for us.
Caitlin keeps showing her dog, like, look.
Look, hold on, she's right here.
I'm a mother. I'm a mother.
Hold on, here she
Aw.
comes.
She used to be 3 pounds, and now she's what? How much does Ruby weigh now?
Ruby, she probably is like between like 6 and 7 pounds
Caitlin's
now.
doing her special dog voice right now. She has a voice that overcomes her when she's talking about her dog Ruby.
When I talk about Ruby, I
She
kind of
sounds autistic. Yeah, that is her dog voice.
Yeah. Confident.
It's
Say
not even my
confident.
dog voice. It's really just my Ruby voice.
Oh.
Are we gonna keep going? I've a never ever.
Yes,
Please, honey.
Okay, never have I ever seen the other person naked before the first date.
Ooh.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Of
interesting.
That's a good question.
Mm.
See, I don't know if I ever
I
get.
have not.
You've never seen a picture
I have a
of the
lot.
person you're about
Caitlin's a virgin.
to naked?
If
How
nudes, I mean, I think everybody's out if nudes count.
Nudes.
Yeah, is that what you mean?
Mm.
Because like I've been like anytime someone will like hit me up on Instagram, like yeah, I'll usually get nudes before we hook up, which is
Oh,
kind
I
of
see.
how I know like we're actually gonna hook up. Like I don't really even start flirting until I get a naked picture now. And then I'm like, we're in the clear, and then we go for it.
Oh, I like you.
2020 consent.
And the screen shot.
I was at a co-ed naked spa. So if you go to Europe, they have these spas that are co-ed and it's naked. So I was like, all right, well, when in
Oh.
Europe, I'll do as the Europeans do. So I was lying on this recliner, stark naked, and I see this guy, and I'm like, oh my God, he's the hottest thing I've ever seen. I was like,
Ooh, where was this?
This was in Germany.
Ugh.
Was he shitting on
Probably
someone?
one of my relatives.
And I see him go into the sauna, and I was like, okay, I should go into the sauna. So I went in.
Oh, this is awesome.
It was just him.
Thank God you can go to the showers.
Oh, yeah.
Too soon.
That's perfect.
It's called a steam.
So I go into the sauna and he starts talking to me. He's like, oh, what book are you reading? And so we're having this perfectly normal fucking conversation about my book, looking at each other's eyes. And we
Whoa.
are
That's hot.
naked. And
Why is your book sideways?
Yeah.
Like your book is so big.
Yeah.
I want to just put your whole book in my mouth.
Oh
She was
my
reading
God.
Mein Kampf.
Mind cunt.
And at one point, I'm like, all right, I have got to see his size, okay? But like, you know, like we were keeping our eyes at eye level. So at one point, I was like, oh, it is so hot in here. And I turned my head down to take a peek. And I was like, okay, it looks nice. It's shaved too.
Ooh.
Jocelyn, I'm gonna help you learn how to look at dick.
Yes. How do you do it? How do you do it nonchalant?
He's
Doctor,
like,
go
you
on."
don't.
Yes, you do.
How do you do it? What's the
Totally
move?
do it in a more nonchalant way, right? You can
Do you
yawn,
like? I always yawn. Yeah, yawn.
You
And
can yawn. You can cough.
You can't cough anymore.
Because you always look.
coughing's out.
I was sweating, so I just wiped my sweat and took a peek. Oh.
Yeah.
So wait, did you guys hook up?
Okay, so then after the sauna, you have to go into like a cold pool.
Okay.
So I was being the damsel. I was like, I jumped in the pool and I shrieked like a fake shriek, but like he thought it was like so cool that I
Stop.
was like,
That's so Asian. I love it.
Amazing.
Did you cover your mouth and do a peace sign?
Tee-hee.
and then we hung out at the spa the rest of the time and after. So it was a really cool part. So we were both living in Strasbourg, France. I was actually in Strasbourg, France, where I was on vacation, and I took a road trip to Germany to go to the spa. He also was living in Strasbourg, France. So he gave me a ride back. He's like, "Are you hungry?" And then we go for our first date. And I know at one point he's like,
dick.
Yeah.
And at one point he was like, "Oh yeah, if I was in a new country, I would want a friend in the country too, like a friend to show me around." I was like, "A friend? You mean we're not fucking?"
You said that?
I thought that.
Girl,
You know
you're
what's so
wild.
funny though? Like I've gone like anywhere where I go on vacation, like Miami or like Chicago, I'll get on Grindr and just meet guys to like hang out. And that's the best part about like having like gay sex apps is that I don't necessarily need to have the sex. It like I went to Vegas
You
once
are
and I met
straight, Oscar.
what?
You really are straight.
Yeah, you might be straight, Oscar.
And you're a cock
Hey, you know the best part about Grindr? Just hanging out with dudes.
I'm on Grindr for the
Hanging out.
articles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
like
like
Grindr
emotional
just for like,
attachment.
you know, just for like, you know, just
The
hang
best
out.
part about glory holes is the carpentry.
Yeah, I'm on Grindr to get somebody to help me move.
No, but it's true. Like Jocelyn, it's true. It's like you get on, like you just like find people to have, like, you know, enjoy like.
Enjoy time together.
Shut up, you fucking breeder.
Noah said that anal lube is open.
I'm starting to think you're homophobic, if anything.
We learned a lot. Yeah.
Oh, how dare you!
With that offensive fake gay voice.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you just have a speech impediment.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe you just like rainbow clothing.
Maybe I know. I love Puerto Rican men too much.
Yes, you do. I remember Oscar and I were on a subway together and we were going a long distance. We were going like all the way from like Christopher Street, like all the way uptown, like 125th or higher. And like Oscar had his sights set on this guy who was across the row from us, like just staring him down. And it was like, he must be mine. And then like every couple of stops, like he was there the whole time with us and he would just be like staring at him. And then like, hey, and then like, what did he end up saying to you, Oscar? Like, nah, dude, I ain't gay. Like, no thanks. But you like did not let that like, you know, phase you at all. You dug
Just
in
yawning
harder.
and coughing.
You were like, I'll get him by
I'm not gay
125.
either.
I don't mean like. Here's the thing. I've never gone after like. I know guys are straight, right? Like so. Like if a guy is straight, a guy is straight. I would never disrespect someone's space in that sense. But like, there's straight and then there's trade, and like trade is like the one. Trade is like the ones who walk down the street, maybe have like a quarter of a pot, or I don't know what the term.
They're like tight pants.
You know, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, they get down. Like if you just give them some like pot, oh yeah, you'd be surprised at what men do for pot.
Oh, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah,
This-
he was humored by you. I could tell. He was like entertained by you. He was laughing, but he was like, nah, and he was like covering his butthole.
That's
It
how
was-
most comedy shows go with me. They laugh and they're like, nah.
But he was like so thug. Like it would have been like a real like Lady and the Tramp situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, it would have been appropriate because I would have been behind a trash can somewhere.
Yes. Oscar.
Oscar. Oh boy.
I just don't believe anyone's gay for pot anymore.
Gay for
You can't be
pot.
gay for a thing that you can just drive for a state over for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like being gay for CBD oil. You're just gay. Just
Gay
admit
for
it.
wheatgrass.
Just ask every podcast host for some, and they'll throw you a sponsor.
I'm gay for sugar-free Red Bull.
Oh.
You just get it at the corner store. It's-
I'm
I
gay
think
for
it's-
men's kisses and a compliment.
I'm gay for White Claw.
You know what? I actually did a never have I ever with some friends, and they were like, never have I ever paid for sex. And I was like, okay, so let me ask something.
How
Is
bougie.
giving someone a birthday card with money in it, does that constitute for paying for sex?
Right.
No.
Well, if you fuck your grandmother. For that $5 in it. How much money are we talking?
Gotta keep those birthday cards going.
Where's D? Where's D
No,
at?
he was like, you know, he was like, do you want some? And I was like, well, I don't do that. Like, I don't do that because I'm a lady. And so I was like, but why don't you tell me when your birthday was? And he was like, it was like 2 weeks ago. So I got him a birthday card, and it was $20, and you know.
Nice.
I love that you made him a fucking cheap one too. That's amazing.
Good.
What did you get for 20?
It was a papyrus birthday card.
Papyrus, that shit is $8 sometimes.
Because I've talked a hooker down to 20 for a hand job, 10 to watch me jerk off. What did you get for your 20? Because I want to know our market values.
Yeah.
Wow, how do you talk somebody? $10. That's a bargain.
Thank you.
So there is some kind of turn on to having a woman watch you jerk off. Like
100%.
Really?
Really?
I was wearing my ex-girlfriend's dress.
I love watching
Yeah.
guys jerk off.
Well, let's go all get on the internet and fucking save Louis then. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, poor
On a dumb
Louis.
Zoom call. Yeah.
Yeah, after my ex broke up with me, I paid a hooker $10 to watch me jerk off while I wore all of her clothes. And it was my version of getting like full closure.
Oh my
God.
That's incredible.
You jerked off on her clothes or in
No,
them?
wearing them.
Wow.
This was a big girl.
I dressed. Oh well, she was dating me. Yeah, I wore her clothes and jerked off in front of a hooker for $10, and I've never cared about her ever again.
That sounds so artistic. Yeah.
Dude, I'm absolutely doing that the next time I get down.
I'm doing that too now with my latest ex.
we
Dude,
should all
it
do
rules. And you throw them all out after. It's it's better than burning them.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, I was thinking about this because before I started kind of dating this girl that I'm seeing now, I was thinking about because I've paid for sex before and I've had prostitutes, and I was like, you know, $500 for one night of sex because I'm all pent up.
That's like a good date.
Does equal, yeah, it equals a couple dinners with zero
sex,
zero drama. Yeah, but like there's no drama with the prostitute. I think that's why celebrities go, because people always go, why would you go to a prostitute? I think it's almost for like no
it's
drama.
efficient. Yeah.
It's fucking efficient.
Because you can leave after.
Yes.
Yeah,
why don't they legalize prostitution in New York? I just don't understand.
Yeah, they should, for sure.
Oh, wait, I can get $500? $500 is very cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, really? God, I should be.
Jocelyn, I'll pimp you out for $1,200. I guarantee it.
Zach's gonna talk you down to 10. Terrible news.
Listen, get me like $25 so I can pay my electric bill, and you've got a deal, Anthony.
Yeah, that's very interesting, Zach, what you said about how that kind of closed the deal on your ex. It makes me realize all these years I've been jerking off wearing my own clothes, and I haven't gotten any better. So I think I found the problem here.
Big mistake.
Wardrobe. It's a wardrobe issue.
Yeah. What made you think like, oh, I'm gonna wear my ex's clothes and jerk off to a prostitute, and that's gonna help me get over her? How did it even come into your mind?
Well, first of all, I knew they would fit.
I'm just afraid.
Problem one.
And it was just I needed to do something horrible and debaucherous. Not even horrible, just something perverted, something debaucherous, and something to just move on, like just something to get to that next level and be like, all right, I'm past this. I did a thing.
I'm just worried because I need to make peace with my dad, and I don't know if this is something I need to tread into.
Get an oversized suit.
You gave me an idea to help me move on with the latest ex. I'm gonna wear his t-shirt.
That's perfect.
That's perfect, right?
Just piss. Just take a dump in it.
Yeah. Well, Jocelyn, now that you're single, I'll put this forward to you. I will masturbate wearing your clothes. I'll wear your clothes and masturbate as the beginning of our relationship.
Joe, you would make a really cute geisha, so.
Yeah.
You think so? I've been binding my feet all these years.
Joe's done a lot of yoga.
Can you show me your shriek?
Fine. If you get Jocelyn, I get Jamie.
Yay! I'm wanted.
How would you
by numerous websites. I love you. I'm sorry, buddy.
I love you so much. You're so funny.
Joe, show me your Asian geisha shriek.
Oh yeah.
A shriek?
A shriek. Yeah,
I'm not,
you're jumping in
I
the
don't
cold
give that
pool
away
hot-
easy. Look, I'm the kind of geisha you come to for my understanding of culture and decorum.
So you're basically like a
He's not a geisha, he's a straight-sha. All right.
You're basically like a
done.
travel brochure.
Yeah, I'm sort of like Yelp.
Yeah.
I'm wearing like the chopsticks in my hair.
Oh my God. Guys, this was so awesome, but we got to wrap it up. You guys were so fucking funny. I'm going to give everybody a chance to plug themselves and what they're working on and where people can find you. Dee Siren, what's up, girl? Where can people find you and all your fun shit that you're doing?
Just Google my name.
Oh, just Google.
Go to Twitter. I'm Mrs. Siren, and Instagram D.Siren, and my podcast is Siren Sexy Secrets, and my new sex coaching site is I forgot, sirensexcoach.com.
Ooh, sex coaching. I love it. Tara Cannistraci, where can people find you?
You can find me at Tara Jokes on Instagram. I'll be telling jokes naked in my living room.
Yes.
That's all that I have going on. You guys all did it naked or did it in front of naked people, so I'm just gonna do it in my living room.
Just do it. Zac Amico.
Follow me on Instagram, Zach is not funny, and check out my 2 podcasts, the Real Ass Podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and my horror movie podcast, Zac Amico's Midnight Spook Show, every Friday at midnight on the Gas Digital Network. And thank you very much for having me. I love
it. Thanks for doing it. You're funny as fuck. I don't know what's going on with your hat. Are those emojis?
They're different multicolored kitty cats.
Oh.
Aw. All right, Oscar Aydin, where can people find you? Just Grindr or what?
Now, I am on Instagram.
Only to talk.
I'm on Instagram, Oscar Aydin. I just started a new cooking series called Cooking in the Closet.
Yes, I've seen it.
Which is because my apartment kitchen is the size smaller than a smart car. And I am starting also something called Quick Bits, which is a 60-second montage of jokes that comedians that I put together that they film, and so it can be like it's kind of like a comedian reel of jokes for people.
Ooh, I love it. Great, Jamie Kilstein.
You can follow me on Instagram at the Jamie Kilstein. The Twitter is at Jamie Kilstein, and then I have 2 podcasts. Jamie Kilstein podcast, which I might change the name of it next week to a fuck up's guide to self-help. But for now, it's Jamie Kilstein podcast, JamieKilsteinPodcast.com. If anyone happens to be an MMA or jiu-jitsu person, I also host a big jiu-jitsu podcast called Rear Naked Radio on all of the platforms.
Ooh, I love it.
Jamie.
Yes. Katilyn Murphy, where can people find you? Where can people take your yoga classes, etc.?
Hold on, my dog's freaking out. Ruby.
Oh my fucking God, Katilyn, this is your time. This is your time to plug.
I also want to say you guys are all really funny, and thank you for having me, and I want to do all of your podcasts.
Oh, yes, Jamie.
Sorry, guys. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kate Comedy, KAITKOMEDY. And I am starting up a podcast soon called Not So Basic.
Ooh.
So keep an eye out for that.
And you're a huge Beyonce fan.
Yes.
Yes. Jocelyn Chia.
Hi, I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Jocelyn Comedy, JOCELYN, and you can catch my stand-up this Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern at the Westside Comedy Club online show.
Yes, girl. Good. And you blend into your couch perfectly.
I know.
Joe DeVito.
I'm on Twitter, because I'm old, and Instagram at Joe DeVito Comedy. And if you want to see, I have a clean comedy special. If you had enough of this filth, I know I have. At drybarcomedy.com/Joe D. Full length. You can watch it if you're trapped with your family. It could be a fun one to watch. It's clean comedy for 40 minutes. And I'm also going to be doing stand-up naked in Tara's living room. This is the first she's hearing about.
Yes, that sounds great.
I'm about that life. Good.
Guys,
hey guys,
thank you.
sincerely thank you during this shit, it's so nice to hang out with funny, interesting people.
Yeah.
And
So fun, yeah.
it's a relief, and it makes my day to get to do shit like this. And I just want to sincerely thank all of you. Thank you.
Me
Fuck yeah.
too. Thank you guys. I came twice during this podcast. So
Leg was
I knew
up. Your
Debbie out of
leg
my
was
head.
up. I knew something was up when I saw your leg was up.
you guys are all funny as fuck. Love you all. Hopefully see you soon.
Love you guys.
Chrissie.
Everybody be safe.
Stay in
Bye,
touch,
guys.
everybody. Bye.